fifth person view.
The intro was real.
How's everybody out there doing? I hope good. I'm a little under the weather right now.
Everybody.
Yeah, everybody's a little under the weather. We congratulate Chris on his new job. He hasn't started
Thank
yet,
you.
but I guess you've been doing good enough to get a manager position over there, man. That's good, man. Keep up the good work. I'll keep supporting you behind the scenes. And Lewis is still wiping ass.
Yeah,
but that's all right.
Rip.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes later on. Maybe he can move up to a different position. Maybe just doing paperwork or some shit. But
Not likely.
Anyway, man, it's been a slow week in video games. This has been a long week of work, but we're gonna keep it going. We'll try to figure out something to talk about between now and what time is it, Chris?
6:50.
6:50. But yeah, I'm gonna start off with a little topic of my own.
Like always.
Yeah, you know.
Random.
Yeah.
Rant.
Random talks of kindness. Not really. But listen, I don't like when I'm talking to someone for a little while and I start backing away from them and trying to walk away. Like, the conversation's over now, but they keep talking to me when they can see clearly that I'm trying to walk away, that I need to do something else, but they keep talking to me like I'm right in front of them. Listen, anyone who does this, if you see someone walking away from you after a conversation or during a conversation, that means they don't want to talk to you anymore. Stop talking. Walk away. End it. Say bye. And then pick up the conversation another time. If you can. Please. I'm one of those people who do that. Who walk away from a conversation because I don't want to talk to you anymore. You've talked to me long enough. I am done. Please move on. I appreciate your cooperation. And now we move on to video game talk.
Well, that happens to me all the time.
Oh my gosh. I can be it happens to me every day at work. I am walking and I see someone and they're talking about something that I'm clearly not interested in. Sometimes I'm interested, but still I'll walk away or try to walk away, and it pretty much becomes a yelling contest because I'm all the way across the room or across the hallway and they still feel the need to talk to me. No, just leave me alone. And if I start walking away, that means that's the end of the conversation. I shouldn't have to tell you the end.
It happens to me when I have a coworker that sits just beside me on another desk, and she's talking to me, whatever, and then I want to stop the conversation, but I don't want to be rude. And what I do is just step up and try to walk away. I have a bottle of water with me, but it's empty, so I want to fill it up. But she sees me with a bottle of water, like squeezing it like it's empty, and try to put it in my mouth to tell her, like, hey, it's empty. I don't want to be rude, but she keeps talking. And I keep walking away. I'm almost halfway the hallway, and she keeps talking. I'm like, I'm not even responding to you. And just like, yeah.
No, man, I know what it's like, man. And it becomes so bad that I try to avoid people. I try to go, if I see someone coming, I will go a different direction so I don't run into them. And there are a few times where I'm in a conversation and I don't catch myself walking backwards, but I start walking backwards and I don't mean to end the conversation, but I do it because I'm so used to it. But like I said,
Next week,
if I see you and you start talking to me and I'm walking away and I'm not coming back to you to continue the conversation, that means it's over. Walk away and leave me alone. All right, Chris. Tokyo Game Show started on Monday or Sunday night.
No, I think it was Monday.
Monday, okay. I saw PlayStation's terrible press conference they had. It
I
was.
didn't even see it. I just saw the trailers.
Listen, I'm glad I wasn't watching it live because
I did.
I had the chance to. Well, you work night shift, so yeah, you were able to. I was able to, fast forward through a lot of the garbage.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff that I wasn't interested in. There were a few trailers that I did find enjoyable. The Monster Hunter World trailer, that was good. The Earth Defense Force 5, not that trash, that the other game that they're putting out.
Code Rain is the other one.
Code Vein, that's
Rain.
It's
Rain?
That's how the other EDF game is called.
Oh,
shitty
okay.
one is
Okay.
called Code Rain.
I thought you were talking about Code Vein.
I think it's Code Rain or it's just Rain.
Oh,
It's either
okay.
or.
Because Code Vein is another
Code
game.
Vein is way different. It's
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
game.
That's a Dark Souls-like game that looks pretty
Anime-like.
good. Yeah, anime.
Yeah, we'll probably pick that up.
Chris calls it Anime Souls.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks pretty good, man. It looks
Dark anime.
yeah, it looks good.
I'm pretty sure eventually they will do like an anime spin-off of that game.
That'd be pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Dark Souls.
I don't think so.
I thought you were talking about Dark Souls.
Well, there's a comic book about Dark Souls.
That'd be sick if they made like an anime style, like art style to
Yeah.
Dark Souls with the new stories.
Yeah.
That'd be
Like
pretty cool.
like Berserker. It's like a 3D anime style.
Yeah, just something different. I hope they do something with Dark Souls because I came into the series kind of late, but just the fun that we had playing it here.
I only played the third one. Like,
Yeah,
I
me
tried
too.
playing the second one, and I didn't really like it. A lot of people didn't like it. And I was one of those people. I couldn't get into it.
Well, after we play Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3, I started playing the second one. I think I've killed like 5 or 6
Well,
bosses.
you got further than I
Yeah,
did
but
in that
I
game.
stopped. Like it turned really hard.
Yeah.
And I kind of stopped, forgot about the game. I tried to play the first one. I think I've reached the second boss.
Mhm.
I left it there. And I got Demon Souls, but I haven't played it.
Oh, okay. All right. And you had that for the PC?
Which one?
Demon Souls?
No, PS3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Monster
Yeah, 'cause
Hunter.
Demon Souls only came out for the PlayStation 3.
Yeah, PS3. Oh my god, Monster Hunter. I love that trailer.
Yeah.
It looks sick. They announced the release date, January 26th, this next year. I think it's one of the first games releasing next year.
Okay. All right.
So it has a good release date, and I think everybody should play it.
And another thing that Capcom is doing, which is smart, is putting a.
They're doing smart stuff.
Well, here's the kicker. They're putting a Monster Hunter character in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter is huge in Japan. It's one of the most popular games, and they're putting a Monster Hunter character in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite to hopefully get that selling in Japan.
She's technically already in the game. They're gonna make her playable.
Yeah.
because she's in the story.
Okay.
She's actually in the whole story. The place from Monster Hunter combined into one,
Uh-huh.
and she's actually Black Panther's like bodyguard in the game.
Oh, okay.
So
Her bodyguard.
no, he's in charge.
Oh, okay.
Black Panther's in charge of. They call it Volconda now. With the
Okay.
V. He's still in charge, but she's like his bodyguard.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because in the story, when they're fighting Ultron and Sigma again. Spoilers if you guys haven't seen the story.
Mm-hmm.
But in the story, this story is happening already 89 days after the fusion.
Oh,
so they've
okay.
been already together. All the heroes already been together for a while. So everything is pretty much all sorted out.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, she's already in the game, but they're gonna make her playable.
Oh, all right.
Which she
There's-
was in the leak list. If you guys haven't heard about that.
There's any other character on the story mode that is not playable right now?
Ultron Sigma.
Black Panther.
Black Panther is in the story and he's not playable yet.
Just the Venom symbiote is.
Yeah,
right?
Venom symbiote, but not Venom. Eddie Brock is not in there yet. There's a couple like the villains like MODOK, but he's part of a stage. There's an enemy from the Strider games.
Strider?
Yeah, I think it's like Grandmaster Mio or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
He is in the game as well, but he's not a playable character. Maybe I don't know if they're gonna make him a character. I think it'd be pretty cool.
He's
if they
not a
did, but-
stage character.
No, he's not a stage character. He's just a story mode character.
Probably we'll see him eventually.
But I mean, that'd be another representation of the Strider games because it's always just been Strider
Yeah.
that I know of. That's like his main enemy, so we'll see. But I think that's the only other character.
All right.
I think everybody else is either part of a stage or.
And from the other characters they announced, some of them are on the story mode.
No, none of them. Just Monster Hunter. All the rest of them aren't in the story mode. I wouldn't doubt if they do a story mode expansion because spoilers again. At the end of the story mode, they don't fix the world.
Okay.
They're still together.
All right.
They can't because the reality stone gets cracked in the story
okay.
mode. So you need the reality stone and the space stone to turn it back. But since the reality stone is cracked, they can't
Okay.
separate the two worlds. So I wouldn't doubt if once those characters come out to do a little expansion or something. We'll see. I don't really care for the story.
All
To be
right.
honest.
So you saw the story. Do you think there's going to be like a prequel or anyway? Do you think this is a reboot of the series?
A reboot of what?
Of the Marvel vs. Capcom series. People are saying this is a reboot because they're kind of explaining the whole world fusing together.
Yeah, I guess
because
you
the
could-
previous three didn't
Yeah.
explain nothing at all.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, you could probably count this game as a little prequel because it shows how the two worlds.
Well, there was
fused
no
together.
story in any of the other games.
Yeah, but
so
the
this
thing
is
is-
the first time they have a story mode.
I don't know if you want to count that because it would make more sense if Ultron was in the previous games, but he's only been in this game, and Thanos was in MVC 2 and
Ultron is
superheroes.
not on Marvel vs. Capcom 2?
He's never been in any of the Marvels.
He's on 2, right?
Who?
Ultron.
Ultron.
He's not in it.
Ultron has. This is
He's-
the first
his first
time
time
he's
he's
in
in
the
the
game. Yeah.
Thanos was in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. So, I mean, I guess you could speculate that unless we get confirmation, but to me it doesn't make sense just because Ultron wasn't in... Like, if Ultron was in the previous games and Thanos, then it would make a little bit more sense, but we'll see.
but that's why people are saying maybe this is a reboot because first thing, they removed the numbers. They're putting names now.
Yeah.
And they put the pretty much the same cast from the same roster of the previous games.
Yeah.
but,
And this is the first one that has a story mode.
but then...
That's what people are saying. Probably this is just a reboot entire thing.
But in MVC 3, in the game, there's a comic you can read that shows what happened, which what happens is that they come together to fight Galactus.
Uh-huh.
They said you to defend the two worlds, they had to fight Galactus or something.
Yeah,
there's
but-
like a comic that shows you, like, and they don't really explain how it happened. They just like I know Chris is like in like a Resident Evil place, and out of nowhere Hulk comes out and starts fighting Nemesis. So they don't really show explain anything. So maybe you could be right on the fact that maybe this game came before Ultimate Marvel, and then Ultimate Marvel 3 is after, story wise.
Yeah, this is either a prequel or a reboot.
Yeah, but I understand the whole point where people are getting that they think it's a reboot. But now that we're on the topic of Marvel, I got the game day one on Tuesday. I like it. It's really fun. 10 times better than Street Fighter. I've had fun just getting into the game. Obviously playing Spider-Man. Just figuring shit out with the game. Look, it's just a great game, man. I mean, the only thing that I don't like is just the art style a little bit. That's usually the major complaint with everybody else. But besides that, gameplay-wise, man, people are loving the game. They can't stop playing it. I mean, we had our doubts with Capcom, but they came through in the end.
As of right now, yeah.
Yeah, they came through.
I still don't agree with charging $30 for fucking characters,
Yeah.
but...
And
I
also
mean,
the
that's-
roster is the other complaint.
Yeah, that's just the way it's gonna
But
be.
besides that, don't worry, man. Just with if they were just to add Monster Hunter, it's still a plus, man. All these other characters, they're gonna be coming in the game. By the time the game's finished, we're gonna have a sick ass roster. I can tell you that right now.
Hopefully.
We're gonna have a sick roster. Just with the characters they announced now, we got Venom back. We got No, the Captain America character. Well, actually, two if you want to count Black Widow. We got Black Widow. We got Winter Soldier. He's never been in a game, so I'm curious to see what he could do. So we can have a double bionic arm team with Spencer.
We have
and Winter Soldier. So,
do you miss X-Men characters?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, in the previous game, I didn't really touch.
Listen, people are gonna miss the X-Men characters. They're gonna miss the Fantastic Four character. They have Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Super Skrulls, any of the Super Skrulls, gonna get
part
in.
of Fantastic Four.
That's Fantastic Four. Well,
yeah, Fantastic Four. Doctor Doom.
No, they're going to use the Skrulls now
in the new movie.
In the new movie,
yeah, Captain Marvel. Yes.
But they're not going to use Super Skrull. That's the one they use on the third one.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna say anything about that yet because I can give a good percentage that I think they're gonna get it eventually.
Every time I see Marvel versus Capcom 3, there's always someone using Wolverine.
Just
X-23.
They're gonna wait for that good time to show these characters. People are gonna lose their shit and they're gonna make fuck ton of money.
Yeah, well,
once they release those.
The character I'm missing from the second game, Cyclops.
Yeah.
I love using Cyclops.
I think he'll have a comeback. Maybe.
Well, hopefully,
if X-Men get in,
hopefully he'll have a comeback, and hopefully they put
they'll probably put like Wolverine, Cyclops, Magneto,
like Nightcrawler, or somebody. Hopefully they have a complete X-Men pack.
Putting a side note to this, I was reading the other day, the Stanley kind of said that Marvel and Fox are trying to make some type of agreement to use some of the characters for the next movie, like Phase 4.
Okay.
After the whole Infinity War, whatever, they're trying to see if they can switch characters or mix them, because apparently Marvel is not going to use some of the characters we know now. Apparently they're going to stop using it, and they're trying to change those characters for someone else from the Fox, Fantastic Four or Wolverine.
Well, Fantastic Four that's part of Sony right now.
No.
Yes.
Fox.
No, Sony.
Fox.
Sony has
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
That's it.
And I think I'm pretty sure they have. Look it up. I'm pretty sure they have the Fantastic Four also. Sony has Spider-Man and Fantastic Four.
If that would have happened, wouldn't we see them in Infinite? Because we got Spider-Man on Infinite, and he's Sony.
Yes.
Will we see Fantastic Four as well?
I don't know if we're gonna see all the Fantastic Four, or I don't know if they're even popular enough to get in the game. Honestly,
I think at least maybe Human Torch. She's very popular in that game, and maybe I think they would add maybe one or two from Fantastic Four, and then maybe their level 3 can be all of them together.
Doctor Doom, definitely. Everybody wants Doctor Doom.
It's like if they would add maybe one of the Fantastic Four, and then Doctor Doom, because then that Fantastic Four character can, if he wants to see the whole team, level 3 is gonna be all them come together and they do a super together, something like that.
Yeah, maybe. Or they can put Reed Richards and Sue Storm. They can put their son in the game.
What son?
Their son that they have.
Yeah, maybe.
Which one?
Their son.
They're not gonna do that.
Sue Storm and Reed Richards' son.
Sue Storm. What the fuck is?
That's the Invisible Girl.
Okay.
Yeah. It's supposed to be one of the most powerful mutants. But
I thought the most powerful mutant was gonna be is Professor X's son.
Fox has the rights for X-Men and Fantastic Four.
You sure?
Yep, right there.
Alright.
Look, Fox, which has owned cinematic rights for X-Men and Fantastic Four for years.
I could have swore that
Sony only has Spider-Man and all the symbiotes and all the characters related to Spider-Man.
Okay.
Fox has Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer, and all the X-Men characters.
Okay.
That'd be cool if they added Carnage.
That would be a cool character to introduce for the cosmic world.
Who's that?
Silver Surfer.
Oh yeah.
If they can get a hook on Silver Surfer, it will be great.
Yeah, people want him too. That's one of their favorite characters. For some of them, I've seen posts like in chats and stuff. People ask for that character. So yeah. But besides that, guys, it's a good game. Pick it up. Believe me, if you're really a fan of the FGC and like fighting games, it's a perfect replacement for Street Fighter and even Injustice if you're not really into that. Because I even have Injustice and I like the characters, but I just don't like the fighting mechanics. Like it's good mechanics, but it's just not.
You're talking about Injustice?
Yeah, I like the roster though.
It's because it's the same mechanics of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I'm not.
I mean, if you don't like Mortal Kombat, you cannot like that one.
I'm not good at those type of games with their mechanics. I'm better at because in that game, if you not whiff something, but if I'm hitting you and you hit me with something slow, that should be punishable. You can't punish because it keeps you in a hit stun. So you just gotta sit there and kind of just space and like try to get lucky with shit. And I don't like that shit.
And the other thing with Injustice is almost all the characters have projectiles.
Yeah, it's a lot of spacing, especially Deadshot. Oh yeah, it's just not my type of game.
Like if you see the entire roster of Injustice 2, most of them that have long distance attacks.
This game it's not gonna last. It's not gonna last.
Yeah, the only one that has like a shitty projectile that most of him is Rushdown is Robin that I can think of. Because he has that one Batarang, but besides that, he has nothing else to get in.
You don't even see anymore.
Robin has the baton.
The baton, yeah.
But that's only if you use the Grayson ability. And then that turns into Nightwing. Yeah. But it changes his whole moveset. He doesn't have the sword anymore or anything like that. He's like a whole different character when he has that ability.
Now that you're saying that, you saw the trailer for Raiden, right?
Yeah, that's pretty sick, man. I like the trailer.
You can change the skin to look like Black
Light.
Yeah, that's the premium skin.
And that character is going to have a series now.
Yeah. It also changes his super. Instead of the dragon from Mortal Kombat, it's like a fist.
Oh.
Instead.
I'm not really interested in... Like, I don't play Injustice. I've never played it. I played a little bit. I just think that's a game that's not going to last long unless... Which they're doing, the studio, which they're putting a lot of money into these tournaments that... Sonic Fox just won $120,000 in a tournament that he played. So they're doing the same thing that Sony's doing with Street Fighter. They're putting money into... Warner Brothers is putting a lot of money and a lot of effort into getting people to play this game, which I don't think it's going to last long. I mean, look how long Mortal Kombat lasted. You won't see the tournaments anymore. It's going to be a side tournament. Injustice came in, and now that's the game that people are playing. And I don't think that's going to last much longer either.
Mortal Kombat versus DC.
Just to recall, Mortal Kombat hasn't won Fighting Game of the Year.
No.
I think Injustice 1 did. It was mostly because of the story.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm interested in is the story.
I really doubt Injustice 2 will get a Game of the Year award because you have Marvel right now. Mm-hmm. And which is you got Tekken.
Yeah, Tekken 7.
And I think you got another fighting game this year. The Pokemon Guilty Gear XR2. Right?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I don't know if that's this year.
Yeah, I think it released already. Yeah,
it was early, I think.
Yeah. So you got a few others. I think they're better choices. For me, Tekken 7 was a lot more simple to do combos and to fight in that game.
Yeah.
I like it because you didn't have to do a lot of projectiles or long distance attacks.
Yeah,
Everything was close. I like it that way. I play a little bit of the Infinite right now. A few minutes ago, I kind of like it. I had to keep playing to see if I like it more. Street Fighter, I don't know. I cannot play it. I don't like it at all.
You're not the only one, man. There's a lot of people who don't like that game. Don't like the way it's played. And they're hoping for a complete overhaul.
I can play Street Fighter 2. I can play Street Fighter 2 and maybe 4. Well, I cannot play neither Street Fighter 3 or this one.
I would play more Street Fighter if they made it more like SF4. Because SF4, just like the extension of combos and stuff, it was just more hype in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
All the crazy shit you can do, and like I bet you in that game you also had that creative aspect where you can make your own kind of combo, stuff like that.
And Street Fighter,
and you had 2 supers, like it just looks better.
Street Fighter 5,
overall.
it's the same combos. Everybody does the same combos.
Yeah.
There's no switching it up.
Another thing is what's killing Street Fighter 5 is just because it's just Sony exclusive. If there were more people playing it on different consoles, probably it will get more hype and people will be more excited about the game.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
because it's locked on just PlayStation, people are not playing it.
And the game's 100% 50-50. Like everything's 50-50. You have to whiff for a grab. You got to whiff for an uppercut or reversal. Everything's 50-50. There's nothing other besides that. And the defensive options are kind of ass in that game as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
Well, we'll see.
We
We'll
need
see
something.
what happens.
We need something.
Hopefully, at the end of the Capcom Cup,
Yeah.
they'll announce something special that comes out. Hopefully, they won't be releasing a complete new game. Hopefully, it's just a download because Capcom promised, which I take that with a grain of salt because Capcom is notorious for releasing several versions of their fighting games. Like you had, I think, like 27 versions of Street Fighter 4.
And Street Fighter 2.
And Street Fighter 2 and Street Fighter, everything.
Alpha and 3, they got the same thing.
It's the same shit. So
the thing is, with 5 is, I just don't know how they're going to do it because they're locked with the Sony exclusive deal.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to do it. I wish they do like a re-release version and it releases on every console. Maybe that way people will get like more hype about the game.
Yeah.
Even if just to please PlayStation fans, do like a maybe exclusive character or something like that, or maybe 2-3 characters just exclusive for the PlayStation to make them happy.
Yeah.
The rest just got their general characters.
I don't think they'll do characters. If anything, I think they'll do skins. Because way too many people will be complaining about that. Oh, now we got to get the PlayStation to get these exclusive characters. I think if anything, they'll do exclusive skins like Marvel did. Marvel Infinite.
Yeah.
If you pick it up for PlayStation, then you get that costume for Carol.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
I'm tired of exclusive content for certain consoles. I don't like it, but it's something that's never going to change. It's always going to be there. Time exclusives, I'm tired of that shit too, but it's something that people are just going to have to deal with because it's never going to end.
That's console wars.
Yeah, that's it. That's just how it's going to be.
Yeah. So
talking about console wars, did you heard about the cross-play of PlayStation and Xbox?
I did hear about that.
For Fortnite.
Yeah, I heard it didn't go too well.
Well, people are mad because they were having a good experience playing with console, like with PS4 versus Xbox.
Yeah.
Nobody even noticed. They started to notice like hours after, and when they noticed or start posting things on Twitter, then they shut it down. But they had it for hours.
Yeah.
People were like normal, and nobody said anything bad about it. They were just, hey, people, we can play together. Go ahead. And then they shut it down. And probably was Sony saying, no, shut that down.
Oh, yeah. It probably is because Sony wasn't a big fan of having crossplay on their platform anyway. Because, I mean, I don't know what the hell's going on over there at Sony.
But the thing is, makes you think if this game is just an early access game right now. It's not even a complete game.
Yeah.
And you can do that. Probably most of the other games already had that set up. It's just because Sony doesn't want the crossplay.
Okay. Yeah, it sucks.
I wish they would. I don't know why they didn't bring the crossplay at least for PC and PS4 to happen, like in Street Fighter. I mean, besides that, PC players can hack the game easier. Besides that, I don't know. I mean, it's okay. I mean, PlayStation has a bigger fan base anyways than the PC version, but we'll see. But whatever.
Yeah,
Continue
we'll see
whatever else.
A piece of news that I actually was excited for was the fact that Linda Hamilton will be in the next Terminator movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh yeah.
Which that made me happy because Terminator 1 and Terminator 2 were two of the best movies I've seen ever, especially 2. 2 was insane. I could watch that over and over again.
And apparently they're going to stick on the same timeline this time.
Yeah, and it's a direct sequel to the second one.
Yeah.
The only thing is, do you get the kid that played John Connor?
He's an old man now. So.
He is, and he's fat. He's a fat guy.
Probably they will find another kid that looks similar.
Yeah. But Arnold Schwarzenegger's old. Linda Hamilton's old. How you do
It's
the
okay.
story?
It's okay because like she didn't look that young on the second one,
Mm-hmm.
so they can do a lot of makeup. So she's okay, and women do a great job in doing that.
Yeah.
With Arnold, his Terminator on that movie die. So if they bring another Terminator that looks like him, that's totally okay.
Yeah.
And with the kid, they just had to find another kid because either way, it should at least be like at least 2 to 3 years after the second movie. So it's okay. They can do it. The thing is,
what they can do is, I don't know if you've ever watched Terminator Genesis.
Yeah.
What they did to Arnold in that movie, which they made the Terminator from part 1.
Yeah.
They made it in that movie, which I heard that cost a lot of money to do, but it looked really good.
But what you saying, like
the Terminator,
the CG?
Yeah, the CG.
Okay,
where
okay.
it was the young from Terminator 1.
Yeah.
Yes. Which maybe they can do that with Arnold with the Terminator 2, which I wouldn't mind, man, because Terminator 2 was the shit.
I don't know. Probably they just put him a lot older.
Listen, man, if they can get Eddie Furlong to come back, I'll take it. I don't care, man.
Which one was the second Terminator?
Yeah, he played John Connor, Ed Furlong.
Okay.
Yeah. If they get him, if they get the cop to come back too, man, I'll take the whole cast to come back. I don't care, man. That movie was great, and I'll watch it regardless. They got Tim Miller, who directed the first Deadpool movie. He's gonna be directing.
Yeah.
And James Cameron is gonna be producing it. So
the thing is, people that are hearing us, every time they go back in time in Terminators, they do a new timeline.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't matter if they go and stick to a specific movie, because each movie is a different timeline.
Yeah.
Because each time that you travel back, you make a new timeline. So they can continue that storyline. It won't affect the other storylines made by the other movies.
Mm-hmm.
Think about each time you go back in time, you split that timeline in 2 ways. So in Terminator 3, they just did one of those timelines that is making Sarah Connor die. So in this one, Sarah Connor is still alive.
And listen, if you don't know what Chris is talking about, watch Back to the Future, because
They explain it.
Because Doc Brown explains it in the second one. He explains the whole timeline and the fact that going back in time or going to the future splits the timeline into 2. And if you see yourself, it'll blow up the universe. So watch the fucking.
That's a paradox.
If you haven't watched Back to the Future, I don't know what the hell you're doing, man. Because I mean, Back to the Future is another great movie.
I think
the whole.
the
Actually,
third
I
one
think the
was
whole.
bad.
I think the whole. I like them all. I can watch them all over and over again. Even the third one.
Yeah, so it's kind of confusing if you try to explain it to people.
Yeah, it is.
So The only thing is that I think, if I'm not mistaken, from the third one to Salvation, they don't split the timeline there. They split the timeline after the fourth one. After Salvation,
Genesis.
yeah, after Salvation, they split the timeline there again. But from the third one to Salvation, it's just the same timeline. It's just It's a continuation from one to the other one. I want to see that one.
Yeah. I like I said, man, I was happy when I heard that Linda Hamilton was coming back for.
But they had to wait until 2019 because the rights go back to James Cameron.
Yeah. Thing is, man, there's a shit ton of movies coming out in 2019, man. What the hell? Like, what the hell
of superhero movies.
A lot of superhero movies. You got Star Wars coming out. It's crazy. It's a crazy
Black Panther.
Black Panther
is next year.
That's 2018.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry. But
I think it's Captain Marvel. It's 19.
Aquaman comes out in 2019.
I don't want to see that shit.
You don't want to see it?
I don't want. I don't want to see anything about DC anymore. I'm going to see Justice League, but I don't think I'm going to see anything after that.
All right, well, I'll be watching.
It needs to be really good.
I'll see what happens, and hopefully it'll be a good movie, and we'll look back on the piece of shit that they've done other than Wonder Woman in the DCEU, and we'll see what happens after Justice League. Hopefully they can reset, hit the reset button with this. I mean, you got a great movie in Wonder Woman. That did really well in theaters at the box office, so they're coming off a good hit with fans of the DC universe. So hopefully they can hit it out of the park with Justice League, and we'll see what happens. I mean, it comes out it's supposed to come out in November.
Which one?
Justice League.
This year.
That with the reshoots, we don't know if it's still in November, but. Right now, it's still releasing in November, but things can change, especially with all the reshoots they're doing. Like I said. What else you got?
I don't. Final Fantasy IX got remastered out of nowhere, and it's available at the PlayStation Store.
Gotcha.
I saw the trailer, and it doesn't look remastered at all. It just had trophy support.
Nice.
I think the cutscenes were a little up-res.
Okay.
But the game's pretty much still the same.
Shit.
I think they add, you can fast forward the battles, and you can skip pretty much all the battles now. You can just go and play the story, and pretty much that's it. Don't know how that plays out, because you had to grind all those Final Fantasy games. You had to grind to be high level to fight the boss, final boss. But yeah, that's what they got. Pokken tournament for Switch got released today. Gamefly is going to send it to me, so let's see next week how I like it.
I finally finished the Harry Potter movies.
All of them?
Yeah, all of them.
What you think about it, man?
They were really good.
Good. I've seen them 3 times already.
It was really good. I'm glad I wasn't one of those. I hated on Harry Potter. I was like, oh, you like Harry Potter? That's stupid. That's a stupid movie. And I'm glad I actually waited not till now to watch them. All of them were released. I got to watch them all back to back. And damn, shit, there was eight movies, man. That shit is crazy.
I thought there were 7.
Now you got what? No, there's the
Deathly Hallows.
There's a part 1 and 2.
Okay. So
now what you got to do to
you have to read the
book.
No, don't read the book. Shut up. Talking about
all right, get the audiobook or the last
that
film.
maybe we'll
the
see.
only thing we read in this house are inputs. So now to culminate the whole Harry Potter experience, now you got to go to Universal and go to they have over there. It's so sick, man. I went there first, which I went not last year, but the year before that when I was living over there. I went. And that's one of the best areas in the park. So
nice.
Yeah, you go into the normal park and you go to Diagon Alley.
Yeah.
You know what that is, where people buy their shit.
Yeah.
They have the bank, Green Gots Bank. And that's actually a ride. And you go into the caverns. It's so good, man. Go over there. They have the dragon there at the top, and it spits fire. Then you could take the Hogwarts train.
I wouldn't have been into that.
Yeah.
If I didn't watch the movie.
But now, and you can get like the drinks. You know, they drink butterbeer or whatever it's called. You can get one. You can get a frozen hot soda. But they have so much merchandise, dude. It's so good. And then you can go from the normal park. You'll go to Diagon Alley, and then from there you can get on the actual train from the movie. Yeah. And when they close the door, I don't know how they do it, but the windows show like animation, and the one window that is supposed to look outside, it'll look like you'll see the
Hogwarts in the back.
Maybe not. You'll see Hogwarts later, but it just shows you like just landscapes and stuff like that from the movie. Gotcha. Then on the other side where you go in and get out, there's actually animation, like they'll show just the silhouettes of Harry Potter, Hermione, and this other dude. Then you go on that train and you go to Hogsmeade. Yeah. And you know where Hogsmeade is? That's where they go on the field trips over. Went on field trips down there, and Harry Potter escaped to get over there. Well, they have Hogsmeade over there, and that's a whole other more merchandise. They had the dragon ride. It's not dragons, but it's just 2 roller coasters, and they call it dragons. Then you can go into Hogwarts. They have the whole castle.
Really?
Yeah, you go inside to Hogwarts. They got the sorting hat, and he talks to you while you're walking through the things. And then that's a ride, and that ride is sick. Dude, you're gonna freak out when you see it. That's like the best parts of the park.
But
yeah, it's so much fun, man.
I was sucked into that world, man. It was every time I saw a stick on the floor. And I was walking through the park. I would pick it up.
Bro, you can go there and buy your own wand. And then when you buy the wand, they blow wind on you, like what Harry Potter did. That goes when you picked up his wand, they make you do that shit, man. You gotta do it. There's a video of it.
But yeah, man.
After seeing all of them, which one do you think is the worst?
The one is the worst?
The worst from all the...
The one I think is the worst was the Prisoner of Azkaban. Until the end.
Right.
The end I liked because they did the time travel thing when they went back and they had to do everything over again. Then you realize that when they were in the house with the big dude, I forget his name. I'm gonna call him Ben for now.
Big dude.
The big guy with the beard.
What's his face?
I forget his name.
I know his name, man. I just gotta think about it.
That when the rocks were thrown into the windows, it was actually Harry Potter and Hagrid. There we go. And I was close, Ben.
I was about to call him Hagar.
But yeah, I thought that was the worst one up until the end. Then it got me back into it. But all the rest of them I enjoyed. I thought they were all good.
I think that one that you're saying is the one with the griffin.
The griffin.
At the beginning, the professor,
Yes.
I think that's the only one I didn't see.
The only one you didn't see?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, and I skip it. I think I skip it on purpose. I don't remember why. Yeah. The other one I thought was like a weak take. I think it was the Phoenix, Order of the Phoenix.
Order of the Phoenix.
I think that was like the other one that was like weak.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Because all of the movie, they're trying to find out what happened on the third one. Mm-hmm. And then they get the hollows, whatever, the ghost guys following everywhere. And then they show the crazy one, the escape on the third one. Yeah. And I think that was like the weakest one from all of them. The second one I like, it was the serpent one. The chamber of secrets was the first one, right? No, the Sorcerer's Stone.
Sorcerer's Stone.
Yeah, that was the first one.
Well, they changed it because the version I watched, it was called the Philosopher's Stone.
I don't know.
It was the Sorcerer's Stone because I remember hearing the Sorcerer's Stone, but in the version I watched, it was the Philosopher's Stone.
I don't remember. It was so long.
I don't know if it was different between the two, but the one I watched, it was Philosopher's Stone.
Maybe. I got it wrong.
Maybe I don't know. No, it's Sorcerer's Stone. But then there's another version called Philosopher's Stone.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway,
probably they add something or they change like the name or something.
Now that you saw the Harry Potter movie, are you gonna watch that other movie that's in the Harry Potter universe?
Oh, the Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think so. Maybe. I know the Johnny Depp is supposed to be in the next one.
I think you should
They do
wait.
another Beast one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope they screw that. They should make another Harry Potter movie. Maybe with him or with this kid that's in the school now.
Well,
Because you saw the last one they showed the kids and stuff.
There's a
But
new
it's just-
book that it's all about the kids.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'm
the-
hoping to make a movie about it. That'd be pretty sick.
I think my favorite one though was the one that they're trying to get the Goblet of Fire. I think that was my favorite one.
The tournament.
yeah,
That was good. That was good.
And they had Edward Cullen in that shit from
from
Twilight.
Yeah. He dies after that movie.
I read the final book. I
Yeah.
read the final book. It's after the movie with the kids. Just to spoil you a little bit, these kids get some kind of crystal, and they go back in time, and they change some events from that movie.
Yeah.
The Goblet of Fire, and then they change the entire future.
I was a little upset.
That's crazy. I want to see that shit now.
I was
I want to see the
hoping-
movie.
I wasn't hoping, but I was thinking that maybe one of the main characters was gonna die.
Yeah.
Well, one of the brothers died.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. That was
which
pretty rough.
Yeah, that was rough. The one part that got me a little choked up was the part where Gobby died. Gobby or Dobby?
Dobby.
Yeah, when he died,
the
man.
goblin.
Sacrificed
Yeah,
him,
Lord,
saving
yeah.
him, and then they threw the knife.
That shit, man. I was like, I got a little teary. Like my eyes got a
That
little.
was the sixth,
He's an
right?
idiot.
The
Yeah,
sixth
I was
movie.
like, man, this shit is. And you don't really see him much, but it got me choked up a little bit.
He's like the doggy. that you want.
Yeah. But yeah, I watched that. I watched all of them. I saw Baby Driver today.
I have it in my house.
Oh,
I'm going to
man.
see it after
That's
we get out of here.
that's incredible movie, man. The soundtrack is fantastic. The way they integrate the music with the different scenes in the movie. Oh my gosh, that movie's so good. The story's great too. So, Chris, watch it tonight.
I gotta watch
if
that.
you haven't watched it, you should because it's really good.
All right, so the next franchise you need to see is Pirates of the Caribbean. All 5 movies.
Yeah, I
Yo,
gotta
the
watch
music
that
in
too.
that movie.
Oh my god, those movies are.
I gotta
That
watch
music
that.
is so good, man.
I think the weakest from all the 5 movies. I think the weakest is like maybe the third.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion, it was the 4th one.
Mhm.
But all of them are
Did you
good.
see the newest one?
I haven't. I'm going to
I
see
still
it
have
today
I
or
still
tomorrow.
have to see it. Nah, you can't see it today, man. You're playing Overwatch.
I see the Twilight movies too, man.
Twilight's
Man.
good, man.
And listen, I wasn't a big fan of them, but that last movie, man, that shit was good.
Yo, and then when she's like, "Yo, this is what's gonna happen."
The
You know
fight-
what?
The fight
That shit was
scene at
crazy.
the end was worth watching all of them because that was nice.
I saw them. I was forced to see them.
Yeah.
Because my wife loves the books.
Yeah.
She wanted to see the movies. I didn't, but every movie that came out was on her birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Like all the movies came out the same day her birthday. So as a gift, I bought the ticket for her.
Yeah.
Obviously, I buy something else.
You
but
cheat me. I was saying,
that was
you
a cheat. I was cheating, but I took her to see all those movies.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
had to
those movies
swallow
are
my
good too,
pride and see them.
The only
But they
one-
were good. They
the
were.
only
I hope they
one
do
I
another
saw-
one of that too.
Yeah, the only one I saw in the theaters was the last one with the fight scene at the end. That was the only one I saw in the theaters.
I see any.
I think I
theaters.
yeah I
Yeah.
saw
I saw
I
them
saw
all out.
all of them except the first one on the
Yeah.
theater.
So I mean, that was another decent series. The last one was really good. The last
Did
one
you
was good.
saw
nice.
the Virgin?
Virgins?
The Virgin. Oh, the Virgin. Oh my God.
Regina.
No. I think it's the Virgin. It's like
Jane the Virgin.
like a sci-fi, Hunger Games type of movie.
Nah. Hunger Games is okay. It
I
got
didn't watch
pretty
Hun-
bad at the
I
end.
never watched. I watched the first Hunger Games. That
It
was
got
the
kind of
only one.
shitty at the end. At the end of the movies.
Deep versions.
No, the Virgin.
Deep penetration.
Divergent.
Divergent.
That
Those
one.
are good.
one.
Those are good movies.
That one.
You
I
got
don't watch
Divergent,
those, man.
Insurgent.
No, I watched Maze Runner, the first one.
I watched both of them.
Yeah,
They're pretty good.
I only watched the first one. I thought
Second
the
one's
first
not
one was
bad.
good.
The second one was okay.
Yeah.
I think the first one was better.
Yeah.
And those ones, what's the name again?
Divergent.
The
Yeah,
Virgin.
that ones are good, really good.
Divergent's the first one. Then the second one's I think it's Insurgent, and the last one's like some other
A
Insurgent.
Legion or something.
Yeah,
like
something
that.
Yeah.
But those
are
ones
okay.
were
Yeah,
good.
they weren't bad.
I don't know why. Yeah, I know why, but I
first one was the best
hated
one.
they canceled the fourth one.
But don't forget, man. Watch that shit tonight, Baby Driver, man. That was
Yeah.
really good.
I'm still waiting for Avatar.
That
Avatar.
actor
Yo,
that does
man.
the is in Baby Driver that has the earphones.
Mm-hmm.
Is one of the main cast from the other one.
Divergent?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, he's the brother
Yeah.
of him. He's
Oh.
also in.
He's the brother of the main star.
Oh, okay.
He's also in. He was one of the protagonists in The Fault in Our Stars. If you ever saw that movie,
Yeah.
that was my wife's favorite movie. I got it for her.
You didn't saw that one?
It
That's
Falls,
really good.
Falls in the Stars.
Yeah.
The Fault in Our Stars.
Faults in the Stars.
Fall.
Faults in the Stars.
Fault in Our Stars.
Oh, okay. Faults in
Yeah,
Our
it's
Stars.
about this couple that they meet at a counseling for cancer.
Yeah, I already know, man. I already know
Yeah.
what happens at the
Alright.
end, so I'm not gonna
That
watch
movie
it.
is so
Yeah.
so awesome.
But
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
Avatar, I can't wait for Avatar 2 to come out, man.
That's a movie I'm not interested.
What? Have
I
you
saw
seen
that-
Avatar 1?
I didn't even watch
Yeah,
it.
I got it.
I never,
man,
I
that
never watched
movie
the first
came out-
Avatar.
That movie came out in 2010.
If you want to watch it, I have it, but it's
You haven't seen
with
it
the
either?
first
Oh,
one.
bro.
I'm good.
I have it too.
Yeah, I never seen
Yo,
it.
man, that movie came out in 2010, and when
Yeah.
you watch it, you're gonna think it came out this year.
Ah.
That's how ahead of the graphics. The guy that made Titanic is
Yeah,
the,
get
the
James
director.
Cameron, yeah.
Yo, man,
He
that
makes- he
that
makes-
is my favorite movie
He
of all
made the
time.
first two Terminator movies, too.
Like ask on Janice. I watched that movie at least once a month since 2010.
Yeah.
No joke. That's how good it was.
I never
And
watched it.
I can't wait. Also, they're making a game on
Yeah,
Avatar, and it's gonna be open world. Pretty sure it's gonna be you make your own character and you kind of run your own thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that shit too if it's good. Yeah, Avatar is like my favorite movie of all time, man. Like, it's just such a beautiful movie, man, and the music's amazing.
Yeah. Oh.
Just with the music alone, that
Well, they're going to
really
re-release it in theaters, so people that didn't see it in 3D can watch it again.
Are they going to?
That's what they're doing, yeah.
Oh, yo, we should watch it, man.
Yeah, I might.
Just don't watch it. Just watch it over there. It's super good.
What else we got,
What the
man?
fuck?
What's this? Monster Hunter
Stories X.
Oh.
Cross Legend of Zelda.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Kill me.
That's probably something Brian will be really excited for.
Yeah.
Death Stranding it was delayed to 2019.
Nice. Yeah, I figured. Yeah.
And they in the Tokyo Game Show they announced Left Alive from the creators of Metal Gear.
Left Alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
It looks like a Armored Core / Metal Gear
Oh
game,
my gosh.
but it's made by Square Enix this time.
Oh.
It's not Kojima. I mean, not Konami.
Oh gosh.
Let me see. This is the one you were saying, Louis, the Romans in VR.
I don't know. I know. There's like 2 games coming out for Switch. The Tits for Switch one, and then there's another one that you tease the girls.
Oh my
Like you
gosh.
tease them with like rollers and shit.
Oh man.
A bunch of crazy donk horse shit that you can get.
Uh,
That's probably not gonna come over here to the States. You probably have to.
Listen, next month there's a shit ton of games coming out, and I'm getting a few of them. Chris is getting a few of them. So we're gonna have a lot of games to review. For the podcast, I'm gonna be playing Mario. What's it called? Mario Odyssey.
But that's by the end of October,
Yeah,
so you have to wait.
I'm gonna be playing Evil Within 2.
That's in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah. Friday the 13th. So
no, 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks from now.
So I'm gonna be getting that. I'll probably be getting Shadows of War. So there's
That's in
October.
2 weeks.
October is the month of video games. And also you got November is another month hard hitting, and you got at the end of October. At the end of October is the NES SNES Classic. Hopefully.
No,
Yeah.
and SNES Classic
Yeah.
is coming next Friday.
Sorry, end of September. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. The 29th.
Yeah,
So-
people, some reviewers already got it.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they're happy about that.
Um,
Hopefully Chris can go and get himself one.
I will try.
Yeah, we'll see.
Then we'll all play
So
here.
I will try my best to play Fire Emblem Warriors, Forza Motorsport 7, Assassin's Creed Origins, Wolfenstein, and Call of Duty. That's that's my game list. If I play more, obviously you guys will hear me here.
Yeah. So I think that's about it. I think that's all we got for today. I will not be here next week for the podcast. I'm going on vacation, so shit.
Don't expect next week.
So
no podcast next week.
5th person view is gonna be fucking 2 people view because Matt's never around. Skip is still on base doing his thing. So
we're like the ones that are almost always here.
unless we can do the podcast on Wednesday because I leave Wednesday, but no, we're not gonna be able to because I'm leaving probably around 5:00. So that's kind of close.
To be really tight.
Um,
The other thing will be Tuesday. You have to
Tuesday,
work.
yeah, I might have to work till 6:00, 6:30. So
You work, right?
Yeah.
Gosh.
so
Yeah,
listen,
no
man.
podcast next week.
What Tuesday? Next Tuesday?
Next Tuesday.
Or we can do it
Yeah.
maybe when I come back on Sunday. We can do it.
I'm pretty sure next week will be a slow news day, and there's no games coming next
Well,
week. So
We'll play it by ear. If there's something big happening in the game world
I
and
think, Chris, we could do
in the movie
Alive?
world,
you can record our audio from like a PlayStation.
We can
for
do
a
it.
party or something. And we could just talk about some stuff and just
Yeah.
put it up there, just to have something. Doesn't have to be nothing interesting, but we could just do a little like half an hour or something, just so people have something to listen
yeah.
to.
So if anybody,
We'll figure it out.
if anybody
Yeah, we'll do
listening to
something.
this, if anybody's listening to this, other than
Our
Louis,
7 subscribers, man.
Other than Louis.
We have 7 subscribers.
hopefully, hopefully you guys like it. If not, it doesn't matter. We don't care.
We're still gonna do this.
We appreciate. We don't get me wrong. We appreciate you guys listening. We appreciate you guys telling your friends about us, how great we are, that you think Elijah's cute. But
Nobody has seen you.
yeah,
You don't have a
that's
social
the thing.
media.
That's the thing. You imagine, because my voice, they're like, oh, this guy has to be good. But then when they see me, they're like, damn, I should have never seen the live shit. But yeah. But listen, man, we appreciate you guys listening. If we can get you a podcast next week, we will. If I can't, maybe Chris and Louis can. And like always, we will see you. Well, not see you. But hopefully we'll listen to you next week.
Like I was gonna say,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
I can say my information,
All right,
man.
man, go ahead.
Yep, you can find me Keto Arcado on not Arcado,
Yeah.
Keto Arcado on YouTube,
Why don't you
Twitter,
spell it out for them?
and Twitch. Should I?
Yes.
It's capital KIRA, and then Arcado is capital AKEDO, and it's together. You find me there. I have Street Fighter stuff on there, videos of me playing Street Fighter,
Marvel.
and obviously now Marvel. I have I think 3 videos up on Marvel. So if you guys want to check that out, watch me play, wreck some frauds. That's where you check it out.
All right, Chris.
Twitter, Chris PR. YouTube, the same thing. On YouTube, you will find video reviews in Spanish from all the games we talk here, or at least most of them. And Twitter, you can talk to me or invite me to games or whatever you want. I'm there pretty much all the time. Don't try to search me on Facebook. I have a Facebook, but I'm not using it. So if you send me a friend request there, like 2 people in the last 2 days, I'm not going to accept you. I'm not using that social network now.
And always, you can email the show at fifthpersonview@gmail.com. That's 5thpersonview@gmail.com.
God,
if you have any questions, comments, things you want us to talk about,
Yes, I got to say that.
suggestions, anything like that.
If you guys want to play us in Marvel, you want to challenge us, we'll whoop your ass gladly.
Well, we appreciate you guys listening, and we'll talk to you next week.
Deuces.